Yo! Ready, thank you for the 29 months. Thank you so much. So sad that Tam Cardle has died of ligma. It's rough. It's rough. Drama stream? Do I need a ukulele? No ukuleles needed here. This is all good news. This is all happy news. All happiness. For sure, for sure, for sure. We are A-okay. We are all good. I'll drag this over here, though. I guess I do still want this over here. And I'll just grab this and bring it here. Yo, what up? Who is that? Henry Crabgrass? Thank you so much. What up, Broden? Hello, hello. Crazy. I say that I'm deleting my Discord, and then I get so many views. Well, it's like you guys are here for the drama. Fuzzy, thank you for the 37 months. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Bucky. I should do this more often? Absolutely not. This was a lot of work. What do I think about Riftbound? So I don't necessarily care about League of Legends as a property, an IP, or whatever. And the original playtest Riftbound cards looked like dog shit. They looked really, really, really bad. And so I was like a little whatever about them. The new cards look great. They look very good. And so, when it comes to like the way the cards look, it looks interesting. I know almost nothing about the gameplay. It's whatever. It's whatever. But I just don't necessarily care about it. I don't necessarily have the bandwidth. If I were to start a second game, it's just gonna be Flesh and Blood, right? Like I want to play Flesh and Blood, so there it is. Hey Tam, I stumbled upon a new Infinite Lupin standard. If you want a challenge on making it work, Agent Winters, drop it in chat. Let me know. I'm not an Arcane fan. I watched almost all of season 1 of Arcane, and it was fine. I watched it with Andrew. We did not get to finish it, and so I didn't. Whatever. Also, hey, so if like I at everyone in the Discord, could I get the last one in? Dawson, I don't know if you have permissions to do that, and if you do, it's a good thing I'm deleting that Discord. It's a good thing it's leaving. Have a retirement, go get some rest. I'm not retiring. I'm not retiring. I'm not retiring. New Discord? Yes. New Discord. Yes, new Discord. Me and the mods have been working on this for quite a while, and so what we're doing is I wanted to have this stream so that I could get new people into the Discord, because truthfully, I fucked up. And the way that I fucked up is I didn't realize that if you take so I've got my Discord. I took away all of the Patreon integration and I put it into the new Discord, and it just invited everybody. It's also like, oh, okay. So I thought, like, why not? If some people have access to it, why not just open it up for everybody? And so I think we're like, it's truthfully, I think it's like 99% of the way there. And I think even if we do open the floodgates and more people get into the Discord and they troubleshoot it a little bit more than my original alpha test, we'll find the bugs faster. I mean, the mods will blah 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 blah. And so the plan is we're gonna go through the full Discord server together as I let you guys into the server. So there's that. Shout out to Misplay, he did all the work. 100% shout out to Misplay, he did all the work. Absolutely shout out to Misplay, he did all the work. Did 99% of the work. There is the link if you guys want it. Mods, if I can have you, if somebody could pin that for me, that would be great. And then I will go drop it over on the YouTube side as well. Here is that for you, for all my YouTube frogs that are looking at watching. Have fun. Have fun. Have to check the OG Discord to see what memes I need to keep alive. You got about a month. And then I'm actually killing it. Unusual activity. You will be joining. Oh, about 25 of you joined all at once. It was just everybody clicked the button at the same time. Click. They're all click. So funny. So funny. Doesn't that take us to the old one? I don't think so. No, this is the new one. I think it's a new one. I would assume it's a new one. I will post the link again just in case. It's a new one? Okay. Whew. I mean, like, you should just already be in the old one. So, like, it would whatever. Rebellion resolved the activity there. Dope. Thank you, Rebby. Appreciate it. Can't wait to ignore all the welcomes because there's so many. True and real. Insane, you guys. Okay, I think that here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let this song finish organically. Okay. So, chat, I have in my pinned messages a link to a new Tam Cardwell server. It is named the new Tam Cardwell server, and will be named the new Tam Cardwell server until I delete the old one. I will come and I will have us look at my little board here. If I do deck docs, will that be fine? This should be bottom of the screen, bottom right. This will be fine. So from here, we have the new Tam server, as you can see with this new logo, and my old server, Tam Cardwell, has this little retired thing on it. So as for you not to be confused about what's going on. So what I'm going to do is this is going to be and we're going to clip this out, and we're going to put this up on the YouTube for anybody who wants to do it. Here is the version 1 crash guide to using the new server, because there's a couple of new things that I think are really interesting and cool, that some of them were implemented in the last server, but now they're all here, and so I just want to talk about it. The next thing is again, I said this slightly beforehand. I wasn't planning on launching today, but I accidentally let some people into the server that I didn't expect, i.e. when I desynced the Patreon from the old server and put it into the new server, it just invited all the Patreon people. And so we had like a bunch of people just like who weren't supposed to be there come in anyways. So I went, you know what? Let's just make it available to everybody. And so I don't actually have like a real planned speech happening, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. First and foremost, I think we're about 99% done with what's going on inside of this server. And so before we do anything, as you guys are flooding in, there is a spot here in info that you can see called, Contact a Mod. That is a ticket system that if you have an issue with the server at all, if you think that something is missing, if you think something's going on, please don't be trolls. I'm begging. Please use the ticket system, and a mod will be there to help you. I'm not going to look at any tickets on the screen, but I'll be looking at them later. So let's jump in, and I have pulled up this. Here is what you get whenever you initially click on the thing. And this is a couple of questions to try and get you the most possible access to what you want to see inside of the Discord. Because, I mean, truthfully, the number one question we have to ask is, Tam, you had almost 1,000 people in your Discord server. Why are you deleting it? why are you going through this hassle, this stress of deleting an almost 1,000 person Discord and making a new one? And the answer, truthfully, is I thought that old Discord kind of sucked. I thought that old Discord was kind of bad. That Discord server, the original Tam Cardwell Discord server, was kind of the first time that I ever dove into Discord at all. I never really used a Discord much before then. I used it a little bit with TCGU. Like, I'd set one up and then I let it be, and then like never really messed with it, never really worked with it. And so what I wanted to do is, I've had this server for approximately 3 years, 3.5. We'll even call it 4, as I can exaggerate for the YouTube video. I've had this server for like 4 years, and I've constantly been doing some updates, but there were so many updates, and I had did things wrong inside the server that, truthfully, everybody muted the server, and it just wasn't being used in the way that I wanted it to. And so I emptied my cup, I took a step back, and I said, what would I want out of the perfect Tam Cardwell Discord? And instead of going back to the old one and trying to fix it and then begging everybody, hey, please unmute my server, I would burn it down, start again, and give the people what they actually want. And what they want is to not be added everyone ever. And that's just the simple thing. Every time that I would go live, I would add everyone, like I have seen other creators do. And then when you get at everyone's too often, you just mute the server, and then you never get to see the cool things that we are making. So the goal of this server is, I want you, when you want, to be able to opt in and then opt out of any notifications that you want. So let's jump in. So the first thing that we see here whenever I jump in is it's going to ask you a couple questions. It's going to ask you, do you want to watch my content? If you click on the join Tam during live streams, anytime that I go live, it will notify you, as it will give you a role that I'm going live on Twitch. If you want to watch my new YouTube videos that come out, you click on Tam's YouTube content, and it will give you the role of YouTube updates. We'll click next. From here, I have, how do you want to talk with the Universes community? This is a base level discussion. This is the discussion that every single Discord has. This is Universes General. This is, let's talk about previews. This is, here is where you get access to all of the fan created cards that isn't going anywhere. From here, the Universes deck building and strategy is a less broad category for Universes, and is broken down way, way, way more specifically. This is a thing that I had in my old server, but I just don't think people knew about it. And so now you can opt in to see it. I want to advertise my own content. Are you a content creator out there? Click on this and you can now advertise your things inside of the Discord. And then you want to advertise community events. This will give you access to the event organizer role. And now you can post things in the event organizer section of the Discord so that people can see what's going on. From here. How do you want to play universes in the Discord? And this is going to be the big thing that I think is going to really elevate the new thing. Probably one of the things that I'm most excited about, which we will get to at the very, very, very end. I want to play in community game night. If you like playing a community game night, but you don't like playing in Webcam Wednesday, you can click this one and not this one, and you'll never be told about Webcam Wednesday. You will never be added in Webcam Wednesday. How many times have you guys been in a universes server where you go and you play a singular event, and you are given the generic player role, and then you don't play an event again, and then you still get tagged in the player role on an event that I'm not playing in? It happens literally all the time, and it happens in my old server. It won't happen now. From here, this is, do you want to go find casual universes games? Or my favorite button, and the button that we worked really hard on, do you want to play competitive universes games and gain access to ELO rank-based universes games? If so, click this. When you finish, it will give you all of these. These roles. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna pretend like you pressed skip on every single one of those. You pressed skip on every single one of those, and what does a brand new, no roles selected server look like? And it looks just like this. This is, if you click skip on everything, here's what you have. This is me, Icy Red. This is just for you, buddy. What you get access to is, it's going to walk you through a couple of sign-up things. And so let's talk about what everybody gets to see. You get the welcome screen, where everybody gets to come in and say hello. The rules of the server, which I guess needs to be updated. I can't believe we didn't put rules in here. I guess you guys can do what you want. Just kidding. There's a rules thing when you come in. Server announcements. Here's where I'm going to be announcing things as in accordance to the server. Hey, things are going to be moving and changing and whatever. General server questions. This is, hey, I can't find this. Somebody please help me. And it's going to stay as a forum-based idea. What's my stance on thick-toed ass in the server? 1 per year. If you break the rules, you'll be timed out for a week. The general server questions is, I can't find this. I'm not sure about this. Whatever. Here's where they are, and they can be a living rules where people can find them. And then contact a mod. This is a ticket system, and so if you want to speak to a mod, this is a private ticket system. So you don't have to at mods anymore. You can open the ticket system and then see everything. From here, the next view down is click to unlock channels. We will come back there. Up next is Tam's content. Everybody gets to see when the YouTube videos go live, but you're not tagged in it. It is here. It is accessible to you. If you scroll past and you go, oh, this one looks interesting, I'll click that. By all means, click it. But you will not be tagged every time that a video goes live. Same thing here with Twitch. It is now a going live tag that you have to opt into for if you want to be notified whenever I go live. And then lastly, here's just all of my socials. You can find me wherever. Up next, we've got community links. Community content. Hey, we already have pretty one posting. Hey, no stream tonight, but whatever. The only way that you can post in here is if you have the creator role. If you abuse this role, I will kick you from my server. It's just that simple. Community events. If you have a community event happening and you want to broadcast it very quickly, and then here and pop it there, this is a news feed, you could say. And then we have the store locator and a store and event locator, which is something that is experimental. And I'll move where I'm at. Let me move me here. Can I move me? I'd love to move my camera, please. Main cam? Yeah, let's... Oh my goodness, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, I'll just delete this. If it wants me to grab it so bad, I will move it. Why am I not allowed to move this? I'll just turn it off. Nobody needs to see me. So the way that this is set up, actually, you know what I can do? I can just actually view in full, and I can put me back on the screen. What a goober. So here's how you use it. So anybody can search up and view the inside the store locator, and that is inside of the threads itself. Best practices are search the full store name you're looking for. I'll use my example for my hometown store. I want to search up Mayhem Games and Comics. The second thing that I want you to do is I do want you to search the state that you're in. So I'll say Mayhem Games and Comics, Iowa. If you do not see the selected store, double check. The forums are annoyingly particular about spelling. It won't let you aggregate half words. It has to do full words. And then if you still can't see your store, please contact them. Here's the fun part, how to post. If you are a TO and you are an event organizer, at the very beginning of this, you should have given yourself the event organizer role. If you missed it, we'll go back, I promise. And when you post, I want you to post doing that same idea of the store's full name and then the state, or if you are an online event coordinator. For example, is this just for stores in the US? Jacuzzi? It doesn't have to be, but I don't know how you would do this, and I will explain here in just a second. So for my example, I've got Tam's Card Store, and it's in the state of Alaska. Or I have got Tam's Card Store 2, and they only do online events. And the reason that I have to do this is because when I create a new post, I don't have the permissions. I will go give myself the permissions real fast. When I create When I come back to my middle screen, when I create this, and hopefully there's millions of these stores applicable, and I go, you know what? I live in Alaska, or better yet, I am visiting Alaska. So I'm going to look up Alaska. It will aggregate here eventually. It takes a second, but it will highlight this area that is Alaska, and it will show every single store that is in Alaska. From here, when I click on Tam's Card Store, I wrote here it is, but if I was a real TO, when I open this in full, it would give me all of the information for the store, the normal times of the store, when they play, and you can also update any events that are going to happen. So if I am visiting Florida for the weekend and I want to go play some stores, all I have to do in the event locator is type in Florida, and it will show me every TO that has used this store locator. It will show me every Florida store that exists. If you want to break it down even further, you can go by city, however you want to do it, but it has to be in the title of the thing. And only the store's TO is going to be allowed to post in here. If people post and you don't want them to, add a mod, we'll take care of it. Let's pretend that I'm doing a online tournament. I do the same thing like the Ace Arena that's happened this weekend. Sam will have a singular thread for the Ace Arena that you can look up, ARENA, that you will look up here and online. And then from here, you'll be able to see every online tournament that happens across the globe, as long as they put this word in it. We'll move on. But this is experimental. I'm not 100% positive that this is going to work out, but this is just a new thing that I wanted to try. From here, we've got Talk with Tam. Here is Ask Tam a Question, where it is you create a ticket if you need to ask me personally a thing to do it. Don't at me in the Discord anymore. Just ask me a question here, especially if it's like a specific question. Hey, do you have a deck profile on this? Hey, how do I get a deck doctor? Blah 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 blah. If you don't know those questions and you don't want to ask the mod, and you think it is a question that's directly related to me, ask me a question here. We'll use the ticket system. From here, voice chat, and then waiting room. We'll use this for deck docs. We'll use this for if we play fun community games. We'll use these here, just like we did before. From here, non-UVS general. Here's where the fun ones are. This is if you don't care about universes at all, and you have clicked no universes roles, you still have a place in the Discord that you're allowed to hang out, and you're allowed to talk and do stuff. This is totally okay. If you want to talk about videos or media or whatever, I put one in for video games, I put one in for art, I put one in for memes, or if you just want to generally hang out with everybody, this is all for you. From here, we have access to the general VIP room, and this is just click to join VIP. Hey, if you want more stuff, click these things and join, and you will get access to more channels. Obviously, I don't have anything selected. I don't have the Patreon roles. I don't have any of this, and so it doesn't show me anything. And then here is lastly how to find casual universes games, which I guess isn't supposed to be here. I don't know why this is here. I have to fix this. I will have a mod fix this. This should be gone. So this is the blanket new Discord that everybody gets. But let's pretend that I want to be informed about universes content. So I've made the dreaded mistake. I can't see any of these because I skipped all the intro stuff. Well, that's fine. We skipped over the click to unlock channel. When I click to unlock, I now have a Carl bot who will give you these specific roles. I would like to be notified when Tam is going live. I would like to be notified when Tam has a new YouTube video. Everything that you skipped at the very beginning, you can now lock and unlock here. So if I want to see, the universes stuff, I will click this button, and then it will now show up. It won't show up here because I'm stopping myself from seeing. I have to select the role. Let's pretend that I don't like it that way, and I want to be actually more official with how I use my Discord server. Discord has a handy little thing up here called channels and roles that you can click on. And if you need a role, I have given you the opportunity to just give yourself that role. I would like to talk about universes. So I will click on this role, and it instantly gives it to you from there. If you use the Carl bot and the channel and roles feature, the channel and roles feature will always supersede what the Carl bot does. So for some reason you can't see stuff, double check and make sure that your channels and roles is correct, and double check and make sure that your unlock channels is correct. And then lastly, and here's the thing that has stumped everybody, you have to go to browse channels and make sure that you click view on all of these things up here. If you don't click view on all of these things up here, Discord's automated process sometimes goes, oh, you don't care about that. I'm sure you won't, and they'll just hide it from you. So if when in doubt, and it is shown, we'll go back. I don't know how. Oh, I am here. I need to be able to see everybody. I don't know why. I want to clear all of this. I need to not be in this anymore. 1 second. Oh, you ready? It just already did it. You ready? Because I clicked browse channels, it killed all of the things that in order for me to see them, I have to click them again. I will follow this category. I will follow this category. I will follow this category. I will close my webcam so you guys can see. I will follow this category. Oh, look. Hey, they are showing up now. They are showing back up. Hey, look at this. Hey, they're here again. So if you cannot see something, you might have to go to browse channels in order for you to see it. So now I have come here and I have decided that I would like to see universes things. And so what I'm going to do is, I'll go back here, put her back on my camera, is I'm going to click on this and I'm going to give myself the role of universes. From here, what we have done, I'm going to close all of these back in. We're here. Talk with Tam. Oh, I have a new channel, which is Universes General. We've got UVS chat here for people talking about just universes things. A judge ruling forum that will stay open and live so that you can search up what judge rulings exist. card previews that only the mods can post a preview in. If you're looking for some previews, all of the cards from AOT 3 have been already brought here by a mod. And here is a specific chat talking about the previews. Obviously, it's a brand new server. Nobody's talked about today's previews. Actually, today's previews, we don't have Falco in here yet, but we will here soon. And then Sick Pool and Mail Day, we had it in the last server. People get excited about the cool cards, show off the cool stuff that you have. But this is the basic, general, small. This is what every Universe's Discord has, is they've got the chat, they've got some judge rulings, yada, yada, yada. But I want to get in a little bit deeper, and I want to talk about the access to the Universe's strategy and deck building conversation. And so for that, I'm going to click on this little thing here, or go up to my channels and roles, and I'm going to get access to the deck discussion role, which is now, I don't know why I can't see it. Mods, help. Pause. Everybody pause. When I click this, I should be able to see deck discussion. Go check channels and roles again. Good point. I forgot to take my own advice. Browse channels. Holy cow, it wasn't there. Follow the category. Follow the category. Good call. Good call. I cannot see the unlock channels button. Go up to roles and channels and make sure you have it unclicked. So from here, this is actually a thing that I had in my last Discord server, but it was a new addition and not something you could opt into or opt out of. We have I clicked the wrong thing. A strategy and deck building. Here is how to use these threads. When you get into the actual threads, you're going to search for the name at the top. So there's a general strategy idea, right? Okay, it's crazy, guys. Come in here and pick the set that you want to talk about. I would like to talk about the Beast Titan deck that I took to the most recent event that I went to. So I'm gonna click here. I know the Beast Titan is from Battles for Humanity, and in here I have a thread for every single character from inside of this set. From here, I'm going to now either search Beast Titan, and he will pop up. I will click on him, and I now have access to the Beast Titan thread that everybody can take and communicate in with on what is going on with Beast Titan. If you like Beast Titan now, 6 sets from now, Beast Titan will still be there, and we can talk and we can chat about how the Beast Titan works. I have even done this for retro. If you want to talk about retro strategies, by all means. And in fact, I have made a retro character as I scroll. I have made a forum for every single currently non-standard retro character. Every single one of them. If you want to talk retro, let's talk retro. In order for you to do this, though, you have to make sure that you spell the name out correctly, fully and completely. So, when I come all the way back to the top, and I type in Mega, it will give me all 3 versions of Mega Man. If I type in Meg, it will show me nothing. It will show me nothing. I have to make sure that I'm typing in complete words in order to find the characters that I am talking about. And so from here, if I want to get specific in the characters that I want to talk about, I may come here. If I want to talk about general strategy of what's going on, I can talk here. If I want to talk in broad strokes about universes, I can come here. Everybody following? I don't want to follow. This is too much for me. The universe's strategy and deck building. I don't want to look at it anymore. All you have to do is come up here to unlock channel and then unclick this, and it will hide this from you. All you have to do is come up to the roles channels and unclick deck discussion, and it will hide it from you. And so you can pop in and pop out whenever you want. If you are locked into something, there are ways for you to opt in and then opt back out of them. I obviously can't do that because I'm doing view server as. From here, Tam, you host cool events in your Discord, and I would like to see them. In order for you to see the events category, you're going to be given the events role, and then depending on which of the 2 types of events you want, you'll be given either the webcam Wednesday player role or the community game night player role. As soon as we have those, I will come back up here to roles, browse channels, make sure that I am following them. Oh, they didn't come up, so I will follow the category. And then from here, we now have the gameplay and events. So this is the Webcam Wednesday winner circle that I will post every time that a Webcam Wednesday happens. Here is the list of upcoming events, and this is every event that is planned so far. Here are all of the April Community Game Night info events. Here's all of the webcam events. And guys, I've got a June event happening with Let's Talk UVS. If you want to sign up for it, the link is right here, right now. And this will stay updated every time that I have a new event happening. I will come and I will update it here. So this is not events for the next month. This is as events happen, they will be posted here, and they will be posted correctly in their timeline. From here, here's the event chat. Here's all the event tables. If I post about a webcam event, I will if I post about a if I post about a community game night event, I will tag you in at community game night player. So when the new community game night is happening, if you are playing in community game night, you will get added for all of the rounds. If you're playing in Webcam Wednesday, you'll be added for all of the rounds. If you don't want to be added for those things because you're not playing in tonight's community game night, all you have to do is come back here to unlock channels and then click on either of these to take yourself off of that role. Or you can come up to community to here and take yourself off of these roles. I don't want to at you if you don't want to be added. If you want to be added for community game night, click on the role. If you don't want it anymore, you're not playing tonight, take it off. The power is in your hands. Tam, community game night only happens, events only happen 2 nights a week. I'm trying to play more games than that. I want to play some fun casual games. All you got to do is type in the I would like to join casual player role, and you will be given the casual player role. Let me go ahead and come back up to browse channels. We'll scroll all the way back down. Make sure that I have it followed, and I'm going to close these guys. And I now have Casual Universes games. Here is a how to find games. Message in the @ looking for games casual. It's right here below it. Using the @ casual player to confirm arrival. Join a casual channel voice chat. Play your game. If you have a ruling or judge call, feel free to post in the judge rulings, which will bring you all the way back up here. And then you can ask the judge or find the ruling yourself and then go back and play your game. I'm just looking to play some lighthearted games. I'm looking for some fun. Here's the place to do it. But I know some of you guys out there are a little sweatier than that and want every single match to have something on the line, have some sort of stakes. And so for that, we have Ranked Universes Player. From here, this is going to give you access. As soon as I come back up here, I will browse channels. We will come back down, and I need to follow both of these categories here. And now here is Ranked ELO Games. In order for you to get the Ranked ELO Games, here's what you got to do. First off, you got to join the player role for Ranked ELO Games. You're going to open Universes, which is right down here, this spot here. And you are going to join the queue. From here, there are currently no players in the queue. Whenever you take and misplay, can I have you join the queue for me? He'll get there. Rebby's joined. Perfect. As soon as somebody joins in, it will say one of two. Whenever I join, it will now make a separate room for both of us. From here, we're going to jump down into one of the ranked tables, and we are going to play the game. And then we're going to figure out who won. I think that Rebby won the match. So Rebby is going to click on Team 1 as she is on Team 1. And she won fair and square. So I'm going to click on Team 1. It recorded it. From there, we have our ELO that goes up, goes down. Match results. We now get to see that Rebby Lynn, this is a public view for everybody. Rebby Lynn won versus me. She got 16 points. I got minus 16 points. If you come over here to the ranked leaderboard and go /stats leaderboard, There is a leaderboard that is now updated that I am now the worst player in the server, and that Rebby is the best player in the server. It got done. Not one time did you have to message a mod to get somebody to put in extra information to go and play some high ranked games. All this is a small extra carrot for people to go in and play games if they want to. If you don't care about the rating and being the best in the server, or seeing how you grow or lower, you don't have to click this on at all. You don't have to do this. What you have to do is just go play casual games, and then none of that shit matters. From here, this just explains all of it. If you have a ruling, the thing is, go to the judge ruling if you can't find it. Otherwise, add a mod, and they will come in, and because the mods can see all of your tables, all mod rulings are final, and then from there, you just do the damn thing. And there it is. And again, any of this that you don't want to see, you just unclick it. You just unclick it. Is ELO webcam TTS or dealer's choice? It is dealer's choice. So here's the crux of it. Truly, here's truly the crux of it. For the ELO section of it, it is season 0, where I don't know what it's going to look like. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're going to have one person trying to play 75 games in a day to push their ELO up, or how many people it is, right? Like I don't know. And so we are certainly going to adjust things as they happen. We're going to adjust things as they happen. But if you want to go find competitive ranked games, this is the way that you can do it in my Discord and have some amount of stakes. And I know that some people like to say, hey, I'm top 5 in Tam's Discord. Right now, I am. So get in here, play some games, and you can score your ELO. I know people like that idea. It's cool. It's neat. I like it. I think that it's cool. I wanted a way to do it. And so there it is. There is the new server. The old server is being deleted. I am getting rid of it fully and truly. Now I'm imagining people going to regionals, logins, and putting their regional matches in there. So all you can. It is a thing that you can do. You can just add in games if you want. But the thing is, you have to have a mod do it, which I think is fine. But I think if everybody has that happen, then it'll be a little weird. So for now, just go play some games and like experiment with the system. And most importantly, if something breaks or you have a suggestion to make something a little bit better, please use the info, contact a mod, send in a ticket, and then I will try to do my best to have it happen. Again, the goal here is for as many people as possible to have as most fun as possible. I want people coming in and playing games and using the Discord server how they want. If you want it to be a thing that you can spam games that matter with people that are really trying, run it, play it. If you want to play casual games, run it, play it. If you want to talk about specific characters for 28 hours and then leave, click on the role and then leave the role. That's okay. I never ever am going to @ everyone ever again. It's not going to happen. And that is the point of this new server. Is I wanted to bring something that you guys wanted to use, that you cared about and you wanted. That's what I want. How can I make the perfect Universes server? Asterisk without having a buy-sell trade center, because I don't want to do that. Because I don't want to do that. Thoughts? Any initial questions? I'm down to answer them live right here on the thing. If so, we'll do it and then we'll talk about it. This is cool. We loved it. Hell yeah. How does one get invited to tank their own ELO? I believe pinned in this chat there is a link to the server. If not, I can get you a link. I will do it right now. I will disable this. I will grab a new link where people can be invited. Oh, I need to do this. And then copy. This link will expire in 7 days, I guess. There is that. And then there is that. For everybody who got clickbaited, oh, Tam's leaving the game, Tam is deleting his Discord server, all of that is technically not true. True? Not true? True? Where I'm not leaving the game, I have made a new Discord server. Tam, tell them how I helped. Rebby made a bot that was really awesome and then didn't work. I'm worried about getting double pinged for YouTube and Twitch, but I do want to try to catch as much content as possible. Thoughts? I think the answer to that is it's going to ping you twice because I'm going live on both. And so I don't think that there's anything see you later, Tam. The internet not working, crash out is real. Is my internet not working? My internet's working, yes? Yes, correct? No, my video is great. Okay. I think Phil's isn't working. Okay. It's gonna lose my mind. Fuzzy! Oh, it just did it. Sorry. I'm good? Okay. Yeah, but imagine if it wasn't. I crashed out on an... You made me crash out on an imaginary internet blunder. Livid. 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 What's all this about retiring? I'm not retiring. I'm not retiring. It may come down to me having to ping for Twitch and just see YouTube when I see it. The other thing, Dawson, is right now you're watching on YouTube. I go live on both, and it will ping you when I go live on YouTube. If you look here, into Tam's content, YouTube updates, it will ping you when I'm live. It will also ping you when other videos come out, right? And so if you know that I'm live here, you can just click this button, or you get pinged on the YouTube upload and then just come over to the Twitch if you want to. But that's okay too. That was a cool short I hovered over. 100%. Tam, full-time Riftbound streamer now. No. No, I just made a brand new Universe's Discord server. Just for one of my favorite control decks now. The deck is dope. You guys are just talking to yourself. Play whatever you want because you picking up a top 5 character doesn't mean anything. What? You're just not talking to me. That's okay. Hey Tam, what should I eat for dinner? Great question. Unsure. Truthfully, I don't know what I'm having for dinner. I have no idea. Stream Bearded Titan deck building, please. No, that's okay. If you guys want to talk about Bearded Titan, I do have a forum for him. Forum thread for him. I made sure to make one. I'm now going to open my Dr. Oh, I have one already here from Chipotle. I have to guess. Oh. But yeah, before we continue, I do have to give a huge, major, massive shout out to the mods. They're helping me sanity check for like me giving out bad ideas and then saying no, those ideas suck. For being able to use Carlbot in a way that I just couldn't. Misplay did so much heavy lifting. Rebby made a bot for a crazy idea that I had, and it ended up not working, and then it was just like it sucked. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Should there be a channel for the meta as it evolves? That is I think that you guys can just figure that out, right? If there's so the other thing, Alias, is I don't want too many. I already have a ton of categories and channels. I just have a bunch. I have a bunch because I got a bunch of cool ideas, which is why I want you to be able to at a whim, opt in and then opt out of them. I think that you can find the meta inside of any of the two places that are available, right? Either in the basic universes chat, you could just make that conversation happen, or if you want to talk about strategy and deck building, that has a lot to do with what the meta of the game is. So I think you could just go into the general strategy for strategy and deck building and just make that happen. It is good. With your new Discord, is it meant to be a self-sufficient for events as possible, like a Webcam Wednesday? Well, I already do host a Webcam Wednesday inside of this Discord server, and the reason that I decided to launch this today is Community Game Night is going to be happening inside of this server. I'm not going to be using the old one. In fact, when I'm done with stream, I'm closing off everything from the last server, and you have exactly 14 days or whatever to get rid of it. There is that. New server has no borscht emote, unusable. If only there was a thing that said emote ideas. If only. You have at least have 736 channels, so I feel that. Yes, I have a ton. I have a ton of information. But I want you to be able to opt in and again opt out whenever you want. That is the plan. That is the goal. So yeah, what's that mean? So yeah, what I mean is, what is the goal? What's my overall goal with my new Discord automation? The goal of the new Discord is for however you, the user, want to use it, you have a spot to use it. I just went through everything, Desmond. You kind of came in at the very tail end. So either rewind it back over on YouTube and you can see the full presentation, or it'll be live over on as the VOD, or I'm gonna cut it out and make it a thing. I want the TLDR is at everyone in a Discord server means that they mute it, right? And I don't want to at everybody ever again. If you want to be added, you know what you're signing up for, right? If when I go live, I am adding you that I'm going live. I'm not adding everybody in the server. If you want to find casual games, you're gonna find casual games. If you're gonna play in my events and you wanna look for Community Game Night and not Webcam Wednesday, I will tag all of the Community Game Night players, not the Webcam Wednesday players, even though they are both playing in the same room inside the server. And that is the plan. Is I want you all to feel like you can use this place how you want to. If you you don't have to ever know that I'm going live ever, outside of the fact of I had to put YouTube updates, Twitch updates, and my social links as public channels so that the Discord was allowed to just go live. I have to have X amount of public channels that anybody can see. And so those go live, you'll be able to see them, but you'll never be tagged in them. There'll be a little white thing, and you can just hide them. That is okay. I do not mind. I want this server to be what you want it to be. What you want it to be. And again, if you have any suggestions, you know what? There is a thing about rules, and I will fix that real fast. I can just it is going to be it will be this, and then again, I was not actually fully ready to launch this. Why can I not see more of the mod center? Did it actually? Yeah, that's crazy. I would like to just follow the category, please. So silly. I own the server. Let me see it all. Function over form, 100%. Okay. Automation, accessibility, and community growth, which overall is great. I'm glad for you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am proud of it. I am super, super happy with it. Uh, with that, truthfully, I don't know what I want to do today. I did not come on the stream with much of a plan. It truly is just like, hey, we're hanging out and just vibing. I wanted to talk about the server a bit, and then be good. Do I want to drive back to Portillo's, to Chicago for some Portillo's? Don't get me started on Portillo's, man. Case event thoughts? Yeah, we can talk case event. I would love to do that. Case event was fun. Was super, super fun. It is. I guess we're gonna start watching AMVs again. Maybe at some point, but I don't know when. Yeah. Anywho. When it so I went to the case tournament. My thoughts obviously like are scatterbrained, right? Like I didn't like set up a Tam Talk or anything. So like Tam Talk Mini. Went to Illinois, Boar's Hat Gaming for the case event, and you can actually find the entire VOD up over on Twitch for a little bit, and it's still live over on YouTube. Where I ended up playing Beast Titan, a deck that you guys have seen quite a bit here on the stream. To I don't know, I think a successful finish for, especially for what this character has his expectations are. We're here, and then middle screen bottom right. I guess I could do deck docs. Hey, that works. So here's the list that I took for Beast Titan. And it was fun. It was super, super fun. Lot of ideas. Last minute changes at like 2 a.m. for like some ideas. Ended up like fully taking out the Harness Undeath. It's actually sitting right here on my desk. This card was just like was a liability inside of my matches, and I ended up going 2-3-1-2, 2-1-2-1-2. I don't actually remember, because I know I won my first one versus, let's think about the day. Actually, I just look at the freaking event. I played in it. Let's go look. I am here, events. I have to take this off. Give me a second. Events, my events. I want to get rid of this, and then I have to have it go back to the weekend. And then it was, why can I not see? Oh, there it is. Double here. Ended up having, let's show this. Wasn't I 302? I truly don't remember. We'll find out though. Ended up playing. We had 28 people in the tournament with quite a bit of killers, which was super fun. Oh, we'll click this. Quite a bit of killers, which was super fun. We'll look at round one. Round one, I played against Monty S. They were on, it was on stream. Monty played as Best Genist. Very, very cool deck. It was neat. It was fun. It was awesome. Can I grab this? Here's my Beast Titan deck. Let's talk about the Beast Titan deck just real fast, and then we'll run through the thing. So the whole idea of this is Beast Titan is a 5-hand size character that is slow to get started, but once he is started, he's just like an unstoppable force. He is a mid to late game character, but he's not a control character. He doesn't tell you that you can't do the thing that you want to do. It is his things are so good that no matter what you do, I'm still going to be able to do the thing that I do. So it's more like a giant snowball rolling down a hill rather than a barrier that says you don't get to do the things that you want to do, which is what I really like about him is I feel like I have a ton of fun doing my thing, and I'm like dodging around your thing, and you're still going to do it, but I'm not actively telling you no, right? a ton of DR inside of this deck with things like Desperate Struggle, Loyalty of a Friend, and the ability to reuse Titans Under Orders, building them in with things like Rock Barrage, Duplicitous Recollection, and what is this? Hawaiian Bros?
Never had it, so this will be an experience for both.
Hell yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. This is so wet, and I don't know why. This is dope. I have too many cards on my desk. This is rough. We're gonna make it work though. I do that. We're good. Okay. Oh, as well as the Knots Flask. Lots and lots and lots and lots of DR. A little bit of extra DR, if you want to call it that, with Jaw Titan, gaining health, so on and so forth. But like the big major kill condition is the end of the game. I'm using Beast Titan attack. I'm giving it throw, or I'm picking up a Beast Titan with its own ability, giving it throw, building it back down with Beast Titan, and then picking up back that original one, giving it throw. And every time that a backup enters or leaves my stage, I draw a bonus card for Beast Titan. So maybe I'm drawing more Duplicitous Recollections, more Duplicituses, or more Beast Titans, or more Beast Titans, or more Rock Barrages, which are giving me more cards to be added into my stage in order for me to draw more cards, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. And it feels like it's an overwhelming, I'll use the word barrage of things happening. It's very, very cool. There's a million buttons to press. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we ended up playing against Monty on his and DR made counting to this 19 health character very, very difficult. Like, it was tough. But I ended up catching that one. You can go find that one on the... I am muted. I'm not muted. It probably cut out for just 1 second. But I... it was very, very scary. He had a couple of bad breaks. I think I had a couple of good breaks, and ended up taking that one. My next round was against Mike M, who I believe was on Allura. I believe Mike was on Allura, if I'm not going crazy. I wonder if... I mean, there's no way they put it on UTN. I believe he was on Allura. And Allura is absolutely 100% one of the main decks in the room that I just didn't want to fight, because I'm trying to play one big monkey move, and if you just seal my one big monkey move, if it's a shift move, I'm not allowed to build it shifted. As it loses shift, I have to build it down as a foundation. So I don't get the extra card draw. If I want the card draw, I have to build a foundation. And so Allura was just really, really scary, which is why we sideboard into Hunch in the sideboard. So we can try and kill her and not need, and still get the build and not need it. Be a 7 hand size always. Anywho, a very close game. It went down to the wire. I think it was like literally like he went push for game, and like I had some sort of trick on board or something to stop it. It was crazy. Round 3, I ended up playing Ben Lambright, and I kid you not, the coolest Mitchell deck that I have ever seen. It was so sick. I'm going to go look up the card. It was main boarding, I believe, 4 of this card, which says spend a momentum. This deck is +1 damage for each of its keywords. And so it's powerful blank. And you're like, there aren't good cards with a bunch of keywords. And to answer that, I would look at you and say, this one has a lot of keywords. This one's got the keywords on it. You do that, and you combine it with this one that says remove an attack from discard pile. After you play this attack, it gains all keywords and keywords rating printed on the card. It lets you double up on them. So this one has spell, tech, and weapon. If I copy this, it has ally, fury, kick, punch, slam, and an extra copy of weapon. And so whenever you take and you do Inventor's Creation into Inventor's Creation, removing Tavern Brawl, and then do the juice box hero, it's like +9 damage or some shit. Like, it was crazy. And obviously Mitchell, the Jamino deck, wants to spend momentum and gain momentum and get it for free, and obviously it's under orders, playing things like Patchwork Baby, and those like these classic order Patchwork Baby things. So it was just so silly. It was just so silly. With a little bit of misplaying and having a bit of an advantage, because who the fuck knows what Beast Titan does 100% of the time. Playing the road deck really helped me out here against Ben, and it was a very, very, very close 3 games. He did some poor mental math and left me at 1 or something like that. And I was able to come back and and clean up the round. Round 4, I ended up playing against my good buddy Phil Birch, who was once again on Allura. Do you remember all the way back to round 2? There were 2 Alluras in the room, and I fought both of them. I think we played on stream, and I went into Beast Titan, and then I like stalled it out, and I think that I won that game, and he was going to give it to me either way because apparently he forgot to unsideboard, so he was just like, yeah, you can have it. In game 2, I was like, I'll play Hanji. Hanji was good enough to survive against the other Allura, and so obviously I'm going to survive against this one. And then Phil turned 2'd me. And so I went, okay, that's not how we have to play this game. I just gotta struggle and suffer. And so I have to re-sideboard back into Beast Titan, become a slower deck, and actually play the game that I was intended to play in order to fight him. End up tying. It was great. It was super, super fun. And then in the last round, I ended up playing against Ross A on an Order mech Bionic Menace, and that Bionic Menace took me to task. It was very scary. I got to stabilize in the 2 games that I won. We played incredibly long, super long games, which I thrive in. But in like the second game that he won, he just like killed me on turn 2 very, very quickly. It was like, hey, I'm gonna put you down to 7 on turn 2 with like a bunch of besieges that you're not allowed to block because the block zones in your deck are too good, because you're playing all these 7 difficulty moves, and they all just have good blocks. There's not a 3 block amongst them, and so you're just like, it's rough. And then we get in a single elimination in round 1. I play against Jacob Johnson, who was playing Tarian. I've played the Tarian Beast matchup. It's actually one of my most favorite matchups in the entire game, because the amount of assets that he builds and the amount of backups that I build, it's like we just don't have foundations in our stage, and we're like slinging these big crazy moves. It's super, super fun. But I end up in our second game, I end up I think on the turn that I killed him, he was at full, and I think I death rattle burned him for 20 damage. I think I had 10 backups be destroyed. I literally had the whole squad there, and I had backups go in and out and in and out and in and out. He couldn't assemble the disruptive pieces that he needed, right? Like he went through his entire deck in order to find some pieces, but he just never found them. And then I was able to get there. And then in top 4, I played against Travis, and at that point we had been playing for 10 hours. I had been up for about 24 hours because I didn't sleep the night before, and then we drove 5 hours. We played in the tournament, whatever. And so I missed game 1 on I needed him to check a 3 to fail a block, and I killed him, and that didn't happen. And then in game 2 on the last turn of the game, I just didn't sequence things correctly in order to like have a chance to win, but it was really incredibly hard lines to see, and so I ended up not doing it. And then the results say that Travis won over Barrett, but they didn't. They ended up not playing it out. They ended up splitting the prize pot afterwards, which cool for them. Very, very awesome. But the Beast Titan deck is just like is so close to being perfect. There's 2 things that I want to change, and I'm not exactly positive how to implement one of them. One change is Falling Heelstrike sucked. It was not good even a little bit, and I wish that it was out of my deck. I don't like this one. Its entire purpose was to be an extra copy of Rainy whenever I wanted it. A Rainy that dealt 4 damage, and it could be picked up by the female Titan attacks. And this card let me unflip things like Desperate Struggle or Desperate Plea, the Desperate Suite, and it was very, very good to do so in the testing, but in the actual application, I never ever wanted to play this card. It just wasn't good enough. And what I want to replace it with is Lunar Ring. It should just be Lunar Ring. Assets are really good still. I can go tutor it out of the discard pile with female Titan attacks. There's no reason for me not to play at least one Lunar Ring, and probably take each of these down by 1 because I'm playing 3 of and a 1 of here, or maybe even just like take 1 of it out, right, and just put in 1 more Lunar Ring in the sideboard. Big shout out to Rebby, who asked me on the drive home, hey, why were you playing Lunar Ring? And I looked at her and I was like, I don't know. Why didn't you suggest this 24 hours ago when I was making changes to my deck? She was like, I was asleep then. And so there's that. But afterwards, it's like 8 o'clock. No, it had to be. It had to be a little bit earlier than that. It had to be like 7:30, maybe 8. I go to Portillo's. Thank goodness. It's been a long day. I got a headache. I haven't eaten. It was insane. And I am eating food. I am enjoying my Portillo's hot dogs. I'm loving it. I get 2 Portillo hot dogs, exactly how they are, and then I get a Italian beef, no onion or no peppers, and then proceed to it was only slightly wet, and I wish that it was regular wet. It was a little too dry to be an Italian beef. Anyways, we proceed to as we're eating, we get finished, and a family walks in with like it's a family of like 6, and leading the pack with a crutcher is literally the oldest lady that exists on the planet. She had to have been at least 260 years old. She was old. She was an old lady. But she absolutely needed some glizzies. And so she is so I'll use this word decrepit. I think is the best word to describe it. That she's using a walker, and the people that are with her have to help her with the walker. And so we finish eating our food, and we pause for a second. And go and I look at Rebby and I go, we had a great day. I got top 4. Rebby, you got top 8 with your double gen deck. We deserve a sweet treat. Let's go get us a cake shake. Let's go get one. So we get some cake shakes. And as we are waiting for our cake shake to arrive, over on the other side of the restaurant, we hear somebody scream, and I'm not going to scream into the microphone. You're welcome. Help, help, I need help. Weird. And then again, help, help, I need help, 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 I need help. And I'm saying it, she's screaming it at the top of her lungs. So everybody turns around and looks, and there's a small commotion. What's going on? I get up and I'm like going to throw my food away, and I'm throwing it away, and there's this guy who's in the Portillo's outfit. He can't be more than 20 years old. I look at him and I go, "Do you want to go take care of this?" And then she says the words, "She's choking. She can't breathe." And I go, "Oh." Instantly pull out my phone, call 911. I turn over and I go and I assess the situation. I see what's going on. There's like 7 people standing around and all of that. And this lady is passed out. She is not breathing. She is choking. This other person, who I learn later is her daughter, is still screaming, going crazy. I see the manager on the phone like this, standing out, and people are just standing around. We end up having to give the Heimlich maneuver to this old lady for about 7 minutes until the paramedics can arrive, do CPR. It was insane. It was hectic and stressful. It was awful. It was just awful. By the time that I left, Guinness Book of World Records, oldest lady on the planet, ends up coughing, moving her fingers, and is blinking. Tam's about to admit to being a bystander. I left and she was alive. After that, I don't know. But it is insane. The both highs of top 4 in the event and the lows of literally performing the Heimlich maneuver on somebody. What a crazy day. She is, don't say that, Rebby. She ends up like bleeding somehow, and she gets blood all over my favorite hoodie. She's got blood and pieces of hot dog chunk And I'm just like looking down, staring, and I'm just like covered in mess. And ended up taking my hoodie off and just throwing it away in the Portillo's. I am so bummed that I lost my favorite hoodie. But anyways, the good news is when I got back, the cake shakes were done. Like, we got the cake shakes, and like we like had to like zigzag between the police bound lines, and it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy to say the least. It was kind of nuts. So yeah, that was my experience at the Boar's Hat case tournament. Hell yeah, cake shakes. That's what I'm saying. The cake shakes were great. I ate most of mine, but it was a very quiet car ride for like the first half of the 5-hour car ride on the way back home, which was crazy. Yeah. I don't want to be looking at this. Good deed of the day. I certainly tried, Drizzle. I certainly tried. That was I'll use the word traumatic, but I think I got out of it pretty unscathed. It's crazy because Brevy never shuts up. Nah, don't say about that about yourself. You're great. You're great, awesome, and rad. Anywho, definitely a stressful situation to be in. That's the real crux of it, Imagine Man. It was just stressful, and like as we were doing things, like the one regret and like the one thing that's the hardest is there wasn't like a singular person that like took charge and was like, you do this and you do this and you do this. So it was like 7 people who all kind of knew what they were supposed to do, but nobody was like, you do the thing that you're supposed to do. You do the thing you're supposed to. And so the whole time, the actual entire 8 minutes that we were 7-8 minutes that we were trying to revive and get this old lady to breathe again, which she turned as purple as these card sleeves. I kid you not. She was literally fucking Violet Beauregard and it became a blueberry. It was crazy. I'd never seen that before in my life. It was crazy how actually blue she turned. Her daughter, who I believe her name was, I don't fully remember. We'll say Megan for the part of the story. Megan could not stop screaming the entire time, and so the last 2 minutes was somebody else was doing CPR, and I was just trying to console this person so that she didn't hyperventilate, pass out, crack her head open on a Portillo's table, and we had 2 people to deal with, which was stressful on its own. Paramedics got in. I'm gonna say the words, she was fine. She was fine at the end of the day. And we'll leave it at that. I ended up not on the news. But c'est la vie. Yeah. Anywho, chat, what do you guys want to do now? I kind of don't have anything going on. Always good to not be in the news. Agreed. Spontaneous, unprepared top 30. Well, B-Side's obviously top 4. Deck docs? I could do deck docs. We do have a brand new server to do deck docs in. We can make that happen. We could make deck docs happen. Try your Dr. Pepper I bought. Retro top characters win? Yeah, good luck. There's too many of them. You're lucky I gave you threads. Okay? Don't ask me about retro characters ever again. What's that? What's the shirt? Next subathon? Don't tempt me. Yeah, we could totally do deck docs. Let's do deck docs. I haven't done any April deck docs, correct? Just haven't done that. I come here. No, I think the last ones were March ones. Thoughts on critical characters playing in retro? You should do it. You should totally give it a shot. Okay, here is my question to all of my Patreon people. Can you see in VIP rooms, if you're a deck doc person, can you see deck docs and can you post in here? If so, somebody type that is not misplay, because he can see every channel. If not, obviously let me know in chat. I won't type. Rebby, you also can see everybody, which would defeat the purpose. Chat, I need help. By the way, dinner is very good. It is sitting right here waiting for me. I dropped a thing of teriyaki sauce. Oh, what if I do this? It says that I can tag this person in it. Is any denomination that is allowed? Is it any denomination that is allowed in the VIP? Drizzle, yes. You should be able to see this, right? Because it says Patreon peeps here, which should be at the $1 level. But if you are here in Deck Docs, it should be the $5 level. Just at everyone, the funniest man alive. And then, this is crazy. My YouTube members can see these posts, which is where I'm going to be posting the, you're going crazy. Which is where I'm going to be posting the podcast, is in these exclusive post spots. So, there it is. Deck Doc rolls should be able to see it. That's what I thought. That is what I thought. Yo, here's someone playing a game. So exciting. Yeah. Misplay, if you want to do your Deck Doc, I'm down. Let's do it. It'd be funny if this just became a Tam eating food stream. If it becomes a Tam eating food stream, I'm just gonna... yeah. Jose's right, but not AMVs. We should find new soundtracks for the stream and bring in the new Discord server. Thoughts? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. MVC2 character select screen. Funny. Okay, I'm here. I go to my channel. Share my screen. Oh, I have to do this. Did you take apart my deck? No, I haven't done anything. here. I do this, I do this, I do this. This is now here. Click this button. I got to do this. That's still good. I come here, into this, bring you up. Hello?
Yo, what up?
What up? Before we get started, huge success on the Discord. Proud of you.
Thank you. We're already like 150 members last I checked.
Yeah, that's dope. That's super sick.
Migration will be an issue.
Yeah. Let me turn this down just a second so I can hear myself think. And then you can see my screen.
I can see your screen.
Lovely. I will now click the record button and then say, yo, what up? How's it going, buddy?
Yo, what up? It's going good. How's everything with you?
I'm great. I'm well. I'm swell. So we got Percy here, but I noticed it's on the order symbol, not the death symbol. Any particular reason that you switched, or?
Yeah. There's a certain card called Combined Fire got hit. It was kind of like, for me personally, was the be-all reason to play this character on death was just, and not really consider the other symbols just because firepower was that consistent and that good of a card.
Fair.
I've had this deck built since before that became evident, and I just never really looked at it anymore because death just felt so much better. It was so much smoother. Well, now that firepower is King Ghidorah locked,
Yeah.
I want to at least try to give it some time, look at it, see it, because it always played slightly slower. It plays a totally different attack package, actually focusing more on charge range techs than anything else, using a lot of a Jiro, I think it's Jiro 3's kit.
Jiro 3, yeah.
The Jiros all blend together. Yeah, they all blend together for me.
Uncle Tony's mad.
We have a lot of similarities just because a lot of the death, there's just because ever since AOT we have so many attuned cards, so obviously there's going to be some overlap. I'm not really playing any of the Gamba or Casino cards that remove when they hit discard pile just because we don't have as many ways to mill.
Yeah.
That said, that could still be an option. Maybe there are enough cards for us to mill outside of it that work. Outside of that, I just want to say if there's anything I missed, because like I said, this deck's able to play the slower advantage of it being a 7-hander and actually defend a fair bit. Honestly, just blocking with a showdown is kind of messed up. Cabal's Ruin, just giving -1 speed against the just giant stat pump decks is pretty. And there's just other control cards that we're playing in here too.
Yeah,
See if there's a way to
I love that.
go into a better direction.
I love that. I'm gonna read a couple of these though. Get more keywords in your card pool gets 2/2. It's a 3 diff, so it's a 3 for 5 damage. That gets really fast because of Percy. I noticed you're not playing any of his tech cards. Was there a particular reason, or did you just like really cared about the charge keyword as well because of things like how
I wanted to try the charge keyword out just because if I honestly was playing most of that other stuff that I've been playing on death, I may end up just sticking to death. So while I'm on order, I wanted to try out these cards that were, kind of just order locked that you can't really play elsewhere. Because I think they honestly are all pretty sick. Both the 5 actually messed up the more I played them.
Yeah.
Sound Blast deck is a 4, well, usually a 5 because it gets combo it, but Stun 2 just comes in that lets you Jiro 3 enhance.
Yeah.
Like the kit's actually really cool, and the Chronostasis trigger, which isn't a charge, but it's a cool range tech, and we're playing Percy, so we need gun.
Sure. Yeah, I think this one is neat. I do think it is neat, especially because like you can pay the 1 health, we'll both commit 1. I'll enhance freeze the thing that was committed. So like even like opening this is like not the worst thing in the world. I wonder though if there are any attack orders our main symbol, and as we click these ones, we're looking
you don't get void.
We don't get void. I'm sorry, it is air. You're correct. We are
It's
looking
not,
for charge, tech, search. Oh, I want to match all selected.
Yeah.
So amplified jack is neat. Okay, so it's just those ones. And then
just
here's the next question: is what about charge weapons? Because he is allowed to give stats equal for the weapons or charge range. Not weapon. I'm sorry, it's ranged. It's ranged.
Yeah.
Charge ranged. And so it's possible.
Also
I guess it's just this.
Yeah.
Yuck.
It's a very locked
attack
package.
Yeah. It honestly makes me look at things like, I guess like Heartbeat Surround is like neat, but do we?
We can take it apart. I'm down to go a new direction. It's just that, yeah, I'm not sure where that direction is.
Like, I think if it's just like Heartbeat Surround and audio reverberation, right? Like, it might just be enough. And there's also a world where we play, instead of these ones, we grab the tech and we play Inventor's Creation, because you can remove a charge and it will gain this charge. So I can remove a Heartbeat Surround and it gains the thing, you know?
True Creation could be cool.
Yeah. And then I think this is just the craziest thing that you're not playing. You are allowed to play this card and you are not.
The card, I don't own any right now. Let me check.
So that
if this has changed last time. Let me look up on TCG real quick.
I don't know that it will. I do not know that it will.
You know with this.
Yeah. I think this one is all these Go Power Ultra Rares are randomly expensive. For good reason, right? This card's crazy. Stun 2, EX2, powerful.
It's got it's market price $8. Right? But it's $25 right now.
Yeah,
because that's all that's listed. Right.
Which nobody
it's
is
$100 for
anything.
a set.
Nobody's opening any product.
Exactly.
So yeah, I guess we will stay away from the Patchwork Baby for now. But I mean, this is just supposed to be like, this is such a crazy opener. It's a crazy finisher, and you are allowed to copy it with Inventor's Creation. So whenever you check them, Inventor's Creation can have the EX powerful stun and just be a copy of this thing that starts as a 4/4 rather than a 5/5. 4 diff 4/4, 4 low 4 instead of a 5 diff 5 mid 5.
So the real question I'll ask you, if we're not able to get the Patchwork Baby and the Inventor's Creation thing going, do you think it would maybe just be better to try out scrapping the charge thing with the Jiro stuff, because it has been tested, and look at maybe a more order tech ranged package instead of adding charge in there? Because we're already kind of keyword locked on character, so adding that third keyword is kind of like, it's what's restricting us so much on our attack options.
I mean, that's how I feel. I don't think, I mean, Heartbeat Surround is a good ass card, but I do not know that it is the thing to build your deck around, right? Like 5 diff 4 mid for 8, or, sorry, 5 mid for 6 is a good build around. This is my next one gets absolutely massive. That's great, right? But Heartbeat Surround into Patchwork Baby is the reason that this is going to be good, right?
I gotcha. It was more built around the audio reverb than it was the heartbeat, just because there was no patchwork. And it's because everything is a charge besides the chrono.
If this is the case, I still think that audio reverb as the opener is great, right? A 5 diff, we'll say 7 low for 7, that if it deals damage, you add a committed card to the bottom of their deck. If they have 8 or more, they add a ready one to the bottom of their deck. This debuilds 2. Homie, that's no mercy Percy, right? Like that's doing a very similar idea of what this card has got going on. And so like having access to audio reverberation as your, I'll use the word not budget, but like off-angled No Mercy Percy in a deck like this is very cool. It's very, very cool. And then it also has like the added bonus of after your charge attack, if your blocked attack resolves, it gets the extra damage. Because I don't necessarily think that we're going to get rid of all of the charges totally, but like maybe it's like we play like 3 reverberation, 2 heartbeats around, and then we figure out how many of the Inventor's Creation we do to copy those keywords and make that relevant, right? Like that's an idea that we can go through.
I'm with it.
Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, do you have any of this guy? This one's pretty good.
I'm considering getting some just because I really want to play it in Mikasa too. Well, Mikasa 1, but I want to play it in Mikasa 1 also. Yeah, as well.
Yeah.
So it's a card that I've been looking at. It's also not crazy. It's about at a price that I can justify it being at.
This is the one card that I'm missing out of the set that I'm like hunting for.
It's what a lot of people are after.
I need 2 more.
I'm half tempted next payday just to pull the trigger depending on what it's at on.
Yeah, I feel that. You know, Sand Grenade might be okay. Other than that, I mean, I'm a big patch. I think that like for this symbol, I think it's just supposed to be Patchwork Baby. What is the?
Yeah.
I mean, there is also a world where like just doing his cool thing is like worth it. Satchel Toss being a 5 or 6 low for 5 that if it's blocked you do the thing. You can give this thing any amount of damage. If you've got the are we not playing? Yeah, we are playing. If we're playing Science Bros, it's a 6 damage 4 diff. That is like pretty decent. Is like not a bad idea. I'm a big fan of I wonder if we can do this. No, it's an air deck if we do that. Yeah, because we actually,
which is the
make
next
it like
symbol I need to look
this.
at.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I need to click standard because you get access to quick draw arrow as a 5 for 5. This is an 8 for 5. It doesn't have the tech keyword, but it's a flash. And then this is also a flash, 5 low for 5, so 8 low for 5. After it's blocked, your next one gets speed.
With it,
Yeah,
is a
and
cool
then
flash idea, and then you can play Inventor's Creation becomes them.
Becomes flash. Yeah. There's
That's
some
a neat idea.
Neat, cool things happening. It might just be. Well, he doesn't. Sorry, we care about ranges, not weapons. I'm so silly. This is still a weapon though, so we are or range though, so we are still good there.
Yeah.
But, and then this one, the other one was attack? Question mark. Just to make sure I'm not losing my sanity. Did I not? Oh, it's not a red. I don't have it clicked. That is why. I didn't go look at channel rolls.
You didn't.
Anywho, that is where I am. That is where I am. I think that this, like, have you played with this deck at all?
A little bit.
What are its shortcomings of this package?
The glacial spikes feel bad when you draw multiples of them early. Like if you draw 3 attacks and 2 of them are glacial spikes, it feels kind of cringe.
Okay.
It feels weird drawing both audio reverb and heartbeat because they both kind of want to fight for the opener spot, and it's weird playing. Like obviously, if you draw both, you just go one to the other, but it does feel kind of cringe playing on a 6.
Yeah.
Especially in our character that commits our stuff as we play sometimes.
Yeah.
Outside of that, everything else feels fine.
Okay.
Like there's nothing else that really stood out attack package wise. Those were the only like things I noticed that were kind of annoying when I was playing.
Let me tech charge. Maybe we're just looking at it one more time, right? Is there any world where instead of that other one we play tuning in? Because I think having 6 keywords in your card pool is going to be way easier. This is a 4 diff 6 high for 6 rather than a 3 diff 5 low for 5 that's asking for 8 keywords.
I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah,
it does kill some low blocks, but outside of that,
I mean, you got 19. Just like tossing 3 of them out is probably gonna be okay. Yeah, I would probably look here for this, and then we care about ranged cards. So let's get off of tech and look at ranged, and then Jetfire Hellburn. Probably just not the. Because we respond and give it speed, and then yeah, it's not gonna work. So yeah, I think it is just tuning in, and maybe it's just the 3 of that we would want to replace the spikes with. Because even as a like as the second card, like this wears the audio reverb damage bonus if blocked well, because like it instantly works. Like all of these work, right? Hold on. If tuning is your second move, it just works. Yes. No, but you want to play this one second also. Yes. Yes. If you just play 2 of them. Yeah, I think tuning in is probably better than the 3 diff. Because the 3 diff wants to play third, which is still the 5 diff.
I'll try it out and see how it feels.
Otherwise, I think that like just the idea of like even playing a singular heartbeats around, or like 2 copies of audio reverb in like a real dedicated order tech idea might be where it's at, and not instead of the not care about this, not care about the static or the response, and just care about, hey, if this thing touches you, I'm debuilding you. My next one's gonna be massive. You need to watch out. 8 mid for 6 or whatever. Yeah,
I'm with it.
And then foundation wise, what are you looking at here?
It's kind of a mess. I haven't played Order in a while.
Sure.
So it's got a lot of the science. I'm still trying to like go in on Science Bros because I feel like it's just parallel stats are pretty good, and we play things like Tinker's Touch and stuff.
Yeah.
So I do want to find it. there's none of the Gamba stuff that removes when it hits discard pile. There could be a place for it. I'm just not sure what to cut.
Okay.
Like I think Stars in Our Eyes are a pretty cool card. I think Acrobatic Style is another really cool card that you get that you're only getting on order.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, it's just kind of just cards thrown in there trying to fill into the Science Bros.
Sure. I think that's fair. Doing a little looking.
I heard you launched a new Discord, Tam.
I did launch a new Discord. That I did. If you've dealt damage this turn. This one is interesting.
There's a lot of cool keyword soup stuff that I haven't really looked at just because I don't really play the keyword cards. The keyword heavy cards. Usually the only keyword I cared about is stun.
Yeah.
The cards, I love Acrobatic Style is so cool in this character.
This card's crazy in this character. I'm going to tell you to put it up 4 of.
It does trigger if you commit it to it sees them at the same time, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I figured.
It is a free foundation.
Someone tried I figured as much. Even if it wasn't, you would just get it on the very next one. But it's like, yeah.
Nope, it's free.
Hell yeah.
Beep bop boop.
Bop boop.
We're thinking. This card in a diplomacy deck just like seems so crazy. Just while it's ready in your stage, their moves get -1 speed. Just cause.
For free?
For free. If there's a diplomacy card in your card pool, it just happens. If the diplomacy there's gonna be a diplomacy deck one day that like and it's not Brad that does it, and I'm really excited for it.
I hope it's a life deck.
Why?
I just like the life symbol.
Oh, sure, man. Sure, that's fine.
It's me. Why would you ask me that question?
Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of the diplomacy cards have life. Not a lot, but a chunk of them. A third. It could happen. Let me dream.
Punch deck. 2 more cards in card pool. If you've dealt damage this turn, add it to your momentum. None of this really cares. I mean, this has... I guess it has powerful 3. Interesting. I think this card has some want here.
Yeah. It's tenacious, which is really cool. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Which is what I think.
It's like actual free momentum. Yeah, it's free momentum sometimes.
Is why I like it. There's a world where like blocking with this, making them commit and then redrawing is like kind of neat, but I don't know if it's necessarily needed. Having cards like this that are playable while committed seems really cool in your deck.
Yeah. True.
Printed difficulty 3 or less. Yeah, that's not what
we took the 3 diffs out. Yeah.
Whoops. Lucky break. This one is crazy.
And these Attack on Titan sets, that is actually crazy. That is an overlook. These Attack on Titan sets added so many cards we have to scroll through.
During the enhanced step, add 1 mid attack. As a stun attack is played. Does higher keyword rating. Lose a health after you reveal a card that costs, reveal the top of your deck. You're all fine. There's a world where this is supposed to be really good in your deck if you're going in for this whole like we both commit, because this is just your character without committing, without playing a card, right? And so like every block, you turn every block into Master of Drunken Fighting. Like you turn every foundation into Master of Drunken Fighting on block, and so why not just have it without the pay 1 health aspect of it?
How many of our attacks are text now, by the way?
All of them.
Is it still all? Is it all of them now?
Yeah, it is all of them.
There is okay. We could also, there's a world where if we go heavier on the commit thing with like Stumbling Warrior and stuff, where we put my newest favorite Percy card that I was playing on Death, which is Charged Aliens Bluefin. The cards like for him sometimes it's like double overhead fist is for Byakko, where it's just unblockable. Well, not unblockable, but they can't play enhances on it at all,
Yeah.
which is really cool. And it just gets big for techs. I wasn't playing it because I think I had a mixture of non-tech cards that made it weird, and it wasn't a charge to wear this stuff.
This is the reason to play not Death Percy. Did you know that this works and triggers your Science Bros?
Technically, I think you could also argue that it's for air.
Yeah, not death, right?
Yeah, not death at all.
Do you remove cards? Get another trigger off of...
Oh, it is another trigger.
This is randomly a 3 block tech card. That says if they try to discard cards out of your hand,
that was in my sideboard of my Death yeah, it's in the sideboard for my Death Percy deck because it randomly hits it hits recoup really hard.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
This card is already in the deck.
Yeah.
This was a tech card.
That is, I did not know that was a tech card. You got me there.
Let's look at some 3s.
We can play double dungeon.
I still think you're supposed to play 4 of this. I know that's crazy, but
we probably could. I was trying it at 3. It probably is supposed to still be 4. It's because it's a remove with your face, if anything.
Draw cards, which I think is important on defense. It just says I commit this and draw a card, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
How do you get those cards removed? I'm unsure, but like when you're done, you just remove and then draw. Oh, the way you remove is by rewriting that foundation. The invitation, yeah. Okay, I think we are good here looking at this. So the things that I absolutely positively want to add into your deck are I think Acrobatic Style has to be a 4 of. Like it's just supposed to be a 4 of because of how it interacts with the character. This just works. Sorry, I'm gonna take some stuff out of your deck first. Let's go difficulty. I don't think you need strategic meeting at all. This card is neat.
Okay.
It gets you momentum, but what are you spending it on? It's just powerful 3, which is not very much. You're going to get momentum organically because you're going to be giving moves +3 speed. I'm putting 4 Science Bros in because we still want to see this card. Because it's symmetrical stats, even just giving 2 to your moves is good enough. Making Percy into plus X and 1 +1 is good enough, right? We want this. It's also another tech to be played. It is okay if we discard it with don't do this. It's where it's at. Let's look at our block zones because I want to have as many copies of Drunken Master as possible. And so it is like I want this, but it means that we lose Stars in Our Eyes, which says that like our damage output is like way is technically less, but this is also like a 1/4. But if we just have Science Bros, it's just like doing a better job than this. Like I'd rather have What's a Symbol in here than Stars in Our Eyes, because What's a Symbol I can do it on a singular poke and make things happen rather than not, you know?
I'm down to try it out.
Yeah. Like we get rid of this, have the Master Drunken Fighting. We didn't lose any low blocks. We lost a 1 difficulty, but we added a 5 check. When it comes to high blocks, I think Imprisoned Noble is a bad card. You'll never get 15.
That's fine.
You just won't.
That's what I've noticed.
Right. And so like things like Seasoned Brawler are very good at that 1 difficulty slot. I think like things like Childlike Appearance are very good right now. Things like I like What's a Symbol in this deck a lot. I think it's super neat to be like, hey, let's give -2 damage and then or +2 damage to these moves that are crazy fast. But again, as we look at our difficulty curve, we've got the 1 diffs to spare. Like this easily could just be Seasoned Brawler and probably feel fine, right? Like it could just be 3 of these for a little bit more draw power, and you are probably okay. And then for your speed hate, it's just Incompatible Quirks. Like Incompatible Quirks should just be a 3 of in your deck. We want to see this one.
Keep triggering our
yes.
Keep triggering our Science Bros.
100%. This gets to be a 1 of, because I think that this card is cute, but I don't think that it is not nearly as good as what Incompatible is doing. I think we're at 65. Sure. What did we start at? Do you remember? Was it 65?
I can tell you real quick.
Yeah.
It was probably 65 or 66.
Okay.
63 actually.
63.
It's gone up by 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
It must be that I've took out 2 of these and put in one of these, or 2 or 3 of these, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah, there's 2 more foundations.
Yeah. Okay.
Stack.
Yeah, outside of that, like I'm gonna like explain a couple of my thought processes here. So on a turn that you don't have something impactful on your board, but they do, like on a turn that you think you can win without the Science Bros, Tranquility of Death is like a crazy card, and you don't have to trigger it if you don't want to, right? Like you just
you just don't push the button.
You just don't press the button, and you're fine. I think that in a deck like this, like Tranquility Death is like my next big pet card that I'm looking to play. If I was able to get away with more 4-checks in my Beast Titan deck, I was going to put it in there. I just can't get away with the 4-checks, but you can. You're not playing 7 diffs.
Yeah, I've been trying it out a lot with the new 4-diff attack that gains throw if they have a sealed card. I've been trying it in conjunction with that before. I was trying it with a lot of Gambit decks and stuff, like on different symbols.
Yeah.
I've been trying to find a place for it too. Sealing stuff on stage is cool.
Hell yeah. From here, I really like Kindle the Flame as a backup version of Acrobatic Style. Because after you block with it, you'll respond Percy after you play the card. We'll both commit one. I'll respond Kindle the Flame and then re-ready it back up. And so like you didn't lose the foundation, but it only works on block, whereas Acrobatic Style works on offense as well. And so like it's neat, but I don't know if you necessarily need it. Carnival Barker is really interesting. If we figure out how to play more allies, it might even just be good enough because Science Bros is an ally that you are, and maybe Saving Buckets. We should play Carnival Barker. Carnival Barker is crazy defense, and I think it's a 4-of, man. I think he plays it a 4-of. This card says commit, add a card from your stage to the top of your deck. Hey, I will put this committed 5-diff on top, and I know I'm passing my next check. I just know I'm passing it.
Could put Cabal's Ruin, which is a 6-check too.
Yes, 100%. I think you're supposed to play this at a 4-of. You've got tons. We've got tons of cards that are allies. This is dope. Tech. So there's 4, 5, 6.
It needs to be ally, not tech.
Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10. So like 10 cards. So from here, I guess we could like
also
cut you down. Say again?
Oh, I didn't realize it was also an ally.
So it's an ally as well, right? It's an ally, Saving Bakugo, and Science Bros. And so like now you've got this mini idea of like maybe you don't even need to block. I do need to cut a couple of mid blocks though. I think Mastermind Princess just gets to leave. Goodbye. And then instead of Weapon at the Ready, we're gonna be playing the Carnival Barker. Or maybe we do this. Maybe we toss 3 Barkers in, and now we're back to 66, which I think is totally testable. Thoughts?
I like where we're at. It's a different direction, which is what I want. I wanted to try something new since I've been trying out the other version.
And then I still think that this order package works if the foundations work if you just change this up, right? Like the only thing that we got rid of the thing that says if we care about charges in the card pool, and so like this still works if this changes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Difficulty. Yeah, I think our difficulty curve went up just a little bit, but I think it's okay because like you're not running 2s. This is a healthy
7-hander.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it.
21.
2, 5, 9. Yeah, 21.
Yeah.
Out of 40, so just over, barely over half.
And you're a 7-hander, and so like on a 3, check this here, review this. You know you have this in on a 5. And then, like, if you check bad, you can just remove one of these shitters for incompatible, trigger your Science Bros again, get this off, look at the top card of your deck, see that it's a 5, keep it, see it's a 3, you leave it, or get rid of it, and then play a third one. Like, there's just on this and these, there's gas, right? Going second, you review the Science Bros, draw 2 more foundations, you could possibly build 6, because you got double zeros, including a Foresight. Like, this looks like a potent hand. This is going to spin one of their committed cards back, which we instantly commit a card to, so that we can commit and re-ready with incompatible quirks to like make them commit one. This thing lands. It's a 6 low for 7 that they have to interact with, or else they spin that card back. That's a crazy turn to play.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks dope, man.
I like it. Yeah, no, I'm excited to try this out.
All right. Well, stay on the line long enough for me to shoot you the list, and you have a good night, okay?
Yeah, you too.
I'll see you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here's this. And then I click this. I send that. We come back here. I give you a heart.
Get a heart. My favorite part about the deck talks, everybody.
Is a little heart at the end.
A little heart at the end. I always get the weeks that you don't do hearts and you change up to a different emote. Literally ruins my week. Damn, I just haven't had the heart to tell you.
Yeah, you haven't had the heart because I haven't given it to you.
True. All right. But yeah.
All right. See you, buddy. Have fun. Have fun playing some games in the new Discord. Hope you get your elo up.
Yeah, everybody. Let's grind this elo out, everybody. Yeah. Oh, look, we already have some casual people playing some casual webcam. It's a beautiful thing. All right. I'll catch y'all all later. Bye.
Yeah. Good luck. Have fun. Okay. Gizmo. Hello. Scotland, that Discord link will not work. You have to use the one that is pinned currently. Gizmo, are you here in chat? Are you still here, my guy? My man, my boy. Yes, hello. Okay, let's do this deck, Doc. What we're gonna do is you're gonna go to Tam's channel and you're gonna pop in the waiting room for me. Perfect. And now I drag you up. Yo, what up?
Yo, what up?
Okay, I'm gonna turn you up just a smidge.
Okay.
Talk again for me.
Hello.
One more time. What'd you have for breakfast?
I didn't eat breakfast, Ham. I don't eat breakfast at all.
Okay. I have you all the way at 136. Could you get a little closer to your microphone? Is that possible?
Yeah. I mean, I put the mic almost completely in front of me.
Check Discord and make sure that you are using the microphone that you want to use.
That is what I'm doing right now. Why is it that? Okay. I hate Discord.
Me too, dude.
How is that?
Whoa!
How is that
I
for
can
you?
hear
Okay.
you. You don't sound like you're talking through a webcam. That's so sick.
No. Somehow it connected my PlayStation controller and thought I wanted to use that one.
And you didn't? I'm so confused.
I did it.
Earth, fire, water. Okay, so I have now clicked this. We scroll on just a little bit. I click the record button and then say, yo, what up? How's it going, buddy?
What's up, man? How are you today?
I am swell. Had a stressful Discord launch, but I'm feeling good about it. But you, on a more positive note, have brought me this very cool Beauregard deck that you're now going to, and you said, quote, hard project for you. What's hard about this Beauregard deck? What's tough? What's going on?
So it is a Wombo combo Beauregard deck. The whole build around was exam strategy because her pseudo multiple ability said I wanted to play exam strategy. I just wanted to put 5 attacks in and then blow this up, give it 5/5, reuse canister creation to rebuild it, or even turn canister creation into my kill condition at this point.
Yeah.
The problem I'm having with this is consistency with the deck itself. I run into the issue where on my kill turns, I feel like I'm checking a lot of my attacks the turn that I try to string them out.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. You will notice there's not a lot of her keywords because honestly, the earth symbol does not get a lot of the good ones. The water symbol was good.
Yes.
But the whole thing you're doing on water was like double jumbo fist, and Grog just shuts that down completely.
Yeah. No, I can totally see that. I can totally see that. I am going to look at her keywords for just 1 second, though. I think it was punch, kick, slam. Big shout outs to Talbane and Felicia. This one's kind of cool.
I will say I did consider City Rampage as just a thing. for her, but I did land that it was too many moving pieces to both have the action, a spare attack that I can discard to her, as well as just being able to kill somebody still that turn. I felt like was too much for the six-hander that she is.
Sure. This is interesting because there's some really cool ideas here. Do I have? I don't have standard clicked. Why do we have 100 pages? Let's go page 2. After I discard a card, I get to build it. I discard a tap card and I build it. Wait, you were crazy.
Oh no!
Destructive Slam is your throw. Dragon Dive is just a 4 diff.
It's just a 4 diff slam.
I can't believe I'm gonna possibly tell you to take Lethal Slash out of your deck.
I have been debating on just dumping Lethal Slash because of the amount of draw that our foundations give us on Earth. The 2-check I was considering is in the side, which was just Rallied Assault. If we do the whole thing with Canister Creation, I have a spare momentum, I get to play this, then clear everything out, and here's now a second large attack right after the Canister combo goes off.
Yeah. So,
or just not play a 2-check at all.
I think that is more of the idea that I'm looking at, and being able to dig a little harder in on what Beauregard wants to do, which is put cards in the card pool. And so things like teaming make more sense to me.
Yeah, that's fair. Teaming's only a 2 of because I was seeing it too often, so I cut it was a 3 of, then I cut it to 2.
Okay. That's fair. Because here's what I think with a play pattern with Lethal, right? Is I have to go attack into Lethal Slash, and then on the Lethal Slash I have to Beauregard, which means that I don't get the stats on the face-up cards on that first one for the cards that are in the card pool for the 2, right? Because it's your face-up, kick, punch, slam, whatever. So like if I open with Haymaker or I open with Destructive Slam, they don't get the bonus, which means that I can't just like accidentally all in together for the +3 speed on my first move to give something +3 speed, commit the all in this for +3, and make my Haymaker crazy, and then I've got the extra 6 damage coming through on the 3/3s. Because I can't play this way late, right? Or else this is on a 7, and that's bad.
Yeah.
Right? And so like this forces me to wait. And if like discarding the Lethal Slash to get the 6/6 does not feel good. And so at this point, like, why am I playing the Lethal Slash in Beauregard? Or better question, why am I playing Beauregard with Lethal Slash? It's like I think that this is just going to be more of a hindrance based on the play pattern that we're looking for.
Yeah, that's fair. I think originally it was before I added in like Big Appetite and Tusk's Crew. So it was like, oh, I needed more draw.
Yes.
Because I didn't own Tusk's Crew, and I just completely forgot Big Appetite existed, to be fair.
Yeah.
That card I just forget is a thing.
Yeah, let me take a look at some actions, assets, backups, and we'll take a little peek. Only if you've been dealt damage. Okay, just kidding. This card's really interesting. This card's really interesting.
Your Fury? I don't know if I'm playing like many Furies or I guess Teaming's a Fury.
Teaming is a Fury. I guess Lethal Slash is technically a Fury, but I'm telling you to cut it.
I am down.
Yeah, it is.
Check, honestly.
It
I think that 2-check has screwed me more times than anything.
We're gonna talk about this card. This one is just more draw power. If you absolutely demand it. Okay. This card is really neat in our character. This card's so cool. What was the deck that I was looking at? Oh, it was Elder Tagora with this card. That's right.
With Spear and Shield?
Yeah.
That sounds interesting, actually.
With the the combo deck of the Death Rattle combo, you need to get a momentum.
Yeah.
And so I'll block with my 1 mid block, pay my 2 health, grab my momentum, and then on my turn, I have momentum. I will just do the damn thing. Zeros. This one is good. This one is good. I guess the earth symbol zeros are way better than the than the water symbols. Water symbol zeros are actively bad now. Ally flip.
Unfortunately, losing surviving does do that to them.
Yeah. If you take damage, love this is a 1-up in your deck. This guy watches 10 card.
Oh, that's an aside. It was something I was considering, just because I don't have any first enhances, so
yep,
free health.
Free health. This card is readied. I don't hate. I guess I don't hate a Father's Send. It's not great. That card's really good.
I wish it just wasn't discarded attack. This character has been like nerfed. I feel like so many times between whatever happened during design and her 2-check ruling. The ultra rare that says build in your face downs, they only build in when her blitz goes off. Not just every face down.
Oh, it is this one. This is what I'm looking for. This one is interesting. This one is interesting. This one is super interesting. Oh, you know what? I think the ruling on this is these count as attack cards.
They count as attack cards? What are you talking about? The face downs?
Face downs.
Yes, they keep the tack identity.
Never mind. It's cringe. I don't want Force Inserter on my screen anymore.
I see what you were trying to do.
Our game is dumb. Our game is dumb. Hey, face downs are not attack cards. They're nothing. They don't have an identity. I'll scream it until I'm blue in the face.
But I was lied to.
Yeah. No, I'm saying though the ruling is wrong.
Yeah.
But it's not an attack card, Fidu. The word card matters. it's not an attack card.
Stole the attack word.
That's Grace. Ready a thing that hasn't been ready. We got a better version of that. Crew. First enhance. I'm such a fan of this one if you just are looking for generic draw power. I think that this card is just like actively better than what Big Appetite's got going on, unless you care about the hand size.
I cared about the low block, at least in like one of the iterations. Yeah, the hand size, like the draw discard doesn't really matter. It was more I needed something that wasn't a 3 low block.
Sure. Guidance. Insane. We don't know how to play this one. Insane.
To be honest, I don't think I own this.
Oh,
This is from the Challenger deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I only got Jester and Not. I don't think I ever got Vex and Box. Like, my area just didn't have them for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because East Coast players, we don't get good locals. Closest locals for me is almost 2 hours.
Whoops. Okay. Once again, we'll look at 3 diffs. It's painful not to put this in your deck.
It was a 3 diff in the deck that's already playing 4x exam strategy.
Yeah. I think we were supposed to play
It
this,
is-
though.
It has crossed my mind more than once. Just every time I like look at the attack lineup and go, man, I have a lot of 5s in this random 8 diff. That's never an 8 diff.
Yep. Okay, so let me. Oh, I definitely pressed the wrong button. I wonder what F9 does on my keyboard. Okay, so let's talk about it. So my thing about Beauregard is I think that her bottom enhance is almost once per turn rather than not. And the way
That's
that
fair.
you make it not once per turn is you just don't use that one and you use this one instead. Because commit for 2 damage and stun 1 on your poked is very good. And you're allowed to Titan Stone Knuckles on the face downs. So they are now 3 mid for 5s with stun 1 to do the same thing.
That's fair.
You're also a brawler, so you may use the deflect from your stage.
Yeah.
And when you hit them,
it's a
you flip
comfortable,
their
like-
asset, which is crazy.
Yeah, because assets are now good in the game.
They're super good.
They've been bad for so long.
Yeah, correct, right? Since yeah. And it also
That's fair. I mean,
and
it's like
they
a cool
they
one-up.
get to flip a thing. I am a 2 of Titan Stone Knuckles guy. I think this card levels up this character significantly on these 2 symbols. I think almost to the point of like I would want to play maybe even 3 of it if you can find the room. But I think 2 is the right number because of the weird thing that we're doing. And it also again, this works for. I can put it on Electric Moth. I can put it on Canister Creation. It's not keyword gated. It is just this attack.
Yeah.
Right? So you like it is okay that you are not doing the thing and you just care about the one big one at the end. That matters.
Okay.
If
I can see that.
Canister Creation is the thing that we're trying to do, and I want to build an exam strategy, why not just put it at the 4 of?
Because I only own 3.
Let's put it back down to a 3 of. I think if the
Because
plan
for whatever reason, they were $15 on TCG.
They might be more. I think Canister Creation is a very, very good card at the moment, and being able to build in the exam strategy just makes sense to me. Like, it's just really good. I don't think that you need Lethal Slash, and I think that other things are better than its inconsistency. So I'm gonna cut the Lethal Slash. You said that you tried 3 teaming, and it wasn't.
I did try 3 teaming.
If that wasn't the play, then it's fine. We can move on from it. I think Shoulder Toss is kind of crazy. As a 4 difficulty throw that just wears these stats incredibly well. And if it deals less than, like if they block it, you draw a card and ready the foundation. Like, it's crazy this card's just like not in the deck. This also gets you a momentum to make your Canister Creation a little bit scarier, as well as any other momentum-based ideas that you could possibly have. Like, I think this card is nuts in this character.
It's probably just supposed to replace Destructive Slam. I just owned Destructive Slam in paper.
Sure.
And not the Shoulder Toss. But Shoulder Toss is probably at this point just like, it's like $1 rare.
Maybe.
I'm probably just going to buy the playset. And then.
If you spend the $30 on the 2 starter decks, you get 4 of them.
Oh, is it from the starter deck? Is it not from the
It
set?
is in both. The starter decks are filled with cards from the other one. Yeah.
Okay.
So you get, and this is the kill card inside of the Beauregard deck, and you also get 2 copies of her 3 diff.
The 3 diff thing. Yeah.
Whatever it's called. But this card wears the stats because it becomes a slam, like, and so like it just like becomes really big. It's good to play at the beginning. It's good to play at the end. Like, it just feels great, and it also is like it's a 4 diff throw that we want to play.
Yeah, which is fair. It's just doing Destructive Slams easier.
Yes. It's hella blockable, but if they block it, you draw the card, which is what you wanted. Like, that was the goal, right?
Very, very fair.
When it comes to things like Electric Moth, I think it's really interesting to like. It's possible that instead of the Dragon Dive, right? Because I get that it has our keywords, but we don't necessarily care about it. What if we cut the Dragon Dive, tossed in Moth to the 4 of, and what if we finish this out, and this is going to be crazy, with like a couple Wish Hearts? Like, what if we filled out the rest of this with Wish Heart, go back to our 22? It is totally chill that this doesn't have our keywords or whatever. We don't care about it. It's just a discard with Bow. Or you can discard it with Fearsome, or we can go back and do Sacrifice for the Cause And now that the cards that I can't play, they just become more fodder for drawing more cards. And then from there, if we're playing Sacrifice, we can go ahead and play the other foundation that is a 2-diff that has fire attuned. I'm hoping it's on the front page. Feral Shriek. We can just play some number of this card as well. And now my Electric Moths, I discard my Wish Hard and I draw 3 cards. I discard my
The Feral Shriek.
Feral Shriek, wherever it is gone. It just doesn't exist. I'll put you in the main board now. Congrats. Discard Feral Shriek. I draw the bonus cards. When I use Tusktooth's Crew, I draw a card, I discard a card. I will discard the Feral Shriek, I'll draw a second. There's a ton of draw power here that we're kind of leaving on the table, and this bonus draw power also comes at the bonus of, hey, now all these moves are massive.
Yeah, that's fair. One attack I did consider, and I'm still kind of considering, is just Beast Summoning, because it's something I can ditch to Beauregard. If I find one, I can pick up one and then ditch it to Beauregard if I need to. It's kind of pseudo having always an attack in the yard that I can grab and discard. Yeah.
I don't hate it. I think that there's a world where maybe it's supposed to be this instant Shining Flash slot. But it doesn't wear our stats, does it? No.
It unfortunately doesn't.
Is there a better?
But to be fair, a lot of our attacks don't.
4-diff that could wear our stats. I mean, let's go back and take a look at what could wear our stats to see if there's something that is that. Punch, kick, slam, attack with our symbols. 4-diff that does the job. Man, I think this card's very cool. Blow to the head is very good. Looking for a 4-diff. Looking for a 4-diff. If you've gained health this turn, we don't care. If you play from anywhere other than your hand, no. Hardened Fist, we don't care about. Bad Guy Roundup? Question mark. If you have more ready than your rival, draw a card. After you play this, they discard a momentum.
Say,
yeah, go ahead.
I don't think we'll ever have more to get the draw.
So
at least more ready.
So this card is the response of this card on a card that has our keywords with a momentum out, which is the thing that we are missing, and potentially can draw us a card if it's the opener.
I guess that's fair. And it's still the off zone because the low block is still.
It's a low, not a high. It's a high block, not a low. This card's just allowed to be a kill condition at the end of our string if we want it to be, whereas this one can only ever be 4 damage.
I guess that's fair. That's actually probably the better choice then.
The real question is for Instant Shining Flash, how often is this flip make the next thing a little easier to play? How often is that relevant?
So normally Instant Shining was used in contandem with Lethal Slash to just make Lethal Slash a little bit less oh crap, I checked a 3. I guess I'm done attacking here completely because I had to commit to foundations.
Then
other than that,
let's
it's really
cut
not
the Shining Flash and let's try the triple Bad Guy Roundup.
Okay.
And then see what happens. I do this. We're still at the 22. Look at our block zones. Our block zones look clean.
Also, the 22 attacks I don't have to stay on. If we end up going to 21 or 20, that is also fine. It's just what I landed on last while I was editing stuff.
I think 22 is the right call. And I think that our goal is just we're gonna have a little bit more draw power rather than whatever. Because I still want to I want to toss in triple Feral Shriek, right? I think that triple Feral Shriek, get rid of these moth monsters as cool as they are, and be well, I'm just here to wombo combo you. I'm just here to kill you. You get to Feral Shriek and Shameless Haggle together, right?
I don't need you to say yes. I'll draw 2 regardless.
This is gonna be a 4 of in our deck if we're we toss in double sacrifice. We got the Tusk Tooth. I'm gonna get rid of you. We'll take you down to we'll take you down to a 3 of, and then I think with all the draw power, we're going to take Big Appetite down just a little bit. I think that actually Shameless might just be better than Big Appetite. And because of the sacrifice, we might be able to cut the Big Appetite altogether. I know that sounds crazy, but I think Shameless just does a better job because we're going to get that two health back if they decide to do the thing. Like, I would rather just like 4x this and then get rid of the big appetite.
Okay.
And then look at our difficulties. We're a little high on the 2 diffs, but we can bring this down just a little bit. Things like I think Titanic Combat could easily come out. I know that it builds us a bonus
card
foundation.
has not done a lot.
Yeah,
I will admit it's built me one, and then like this deck used to have Weapon Clash in it. It's just some form of like pseudo survival.
What does this number look like, if I could ask? What do you want it to be?
65, 60, like anywhere between 60 and 65. It's a good round number that I start with.
Okay.
And then normally I'll land like 63 cards, 64 cards.
Go back to difficulty. 1-mana Inferno is interesting. Is there a reason you're playing this one and not a different one? Is it just more cards in discard for canister?
Excuse me. It's mostly to fill the discard because like canister can build anything. Like if I build like the 0
sure.
number 10 pro hero, it can also just hey, this is gonna now become all of this together. This is gonna become fearsome.
Yeah.
It's also just in case there's any sort of deck stacking shenanigans going on.
Yeah.
It's just there to clear that off.
So I think the only card that I think that I'm missing that I want to see inside of your list is, and it's going to be weird, is just Weightless. Because we've added the Titanstone Knuckles, we want a way to ready our cards. And being able to ready our face downs is very good. We have access to Capture the Target. We have access to Tusk Truth. We have access to Weightless. I think having 12 of these cards is good enough to warrant, but it is going to bring us up a little bit higher. And we have plenty of flipping ideas, right? The Tusk Crew can flip. We don't want it to, but it can. Haggler can flip. This flips, this flips, this flips. It's like there's a lot. It might even be like maybe we just play a 3 of.
Yeah, just have a pseudo re-ready. Because like Capture the Target's doing the same thing. Where
Correct.
It's just supposed to be committed for Bogue, then re-ready itself.
Yes. And the important thing is this also is allowed to be committed and re-readied on defense. And so, whereas Capture, it just won't be. Right? Like Capture is the best foundation in your deck, and it's not close because of the fact that it just says that when you decide to do your thing, it just works. Whereas the other one is like whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's what Capture's just been there for. It's just like, oh hey, I checked a 5. Okay, I'll commit Capture and then re-ready it. Like I checked a 6.
What are the symbols on the if I block with this, add this foundation in my hand, and then build the thing I blocked with? I know it has Void. It's a 1 diff. It does not. It does not. Okay. And this card
we don't get to be
doesn't
cool.
have. Okay. It's got the life symbol that does it. Damn. Because I think blocking with this card and then building it in would just be fucked up.
I would love to have Desperate Plea. Trust me, I would love to have that.
This card.
That's how we kind of landed on Canister. Was like, oh crap, I checked too many of them. Now I'm gonna build them anyway.
Yeah. I don't want this to say Void. I do want this to say Earth. Is the if I block with a keyword card, is that on Earth? No, apparently not.
No, because I think that's Deku 5 who doesn't have Earth.
He just doesn't have Earth at all. What a dummy. Okay.
I think he does.
What an absolute buffoon. Okay, so here's what we've done. You ready? I have made your deck now 68 cards, which is bigger than what you wanted, but I've added in this a little bit of spice and Weightless, and I've added in a fuck ton more draw. There's just more draw in the deck, which means that you should find the combo a little quicker. It should be a little more viable. And I think that this is good enough to test as I have bulked it, and then once you are done testing it, you may cut it back down to get it to somewhere that is a little more manageable and likable for you. Thoughts?
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm good. I know the sideboard is humongous.
Yeah, I mean, you just won't play with it.
But that's just because like I had a bunch of stuff in there to begin with. Because like also like Besiege crossed my mind like as something I could dump the stats with.
I'm gonna cut the
Exam
Incredible from the main
strategies,
board,
but-
and I think you just toss 2 up in your sideboard whenever you actually like make the deck.
Okay.
Because I think getting momentum
do
is
you
gonna be
not
a little
think one
difficult.
of for like runaway hate is good.
I think that is here for the sideboard. So here's what I think, because of how the deck works and how much of a wombo combo you need it to be. You need to make sure that the combo works If they've got the runaway, they had the runaway. But if it doesn't work without the runaway present, then there's no reason to sideboard for the runaway to begin with because it doesn't work. So you need to make the most perfect engine that you can work, and then figure out what you're allowed to take out, keep the train running, and then put in flow pieces or anti-disruption pieces, right? Okay. So we need a as close to we've now brought it back to this is 66, and I've taken out a bunch of 2 diffs, right? I think I cut 2 cards. So my 2 diffs are now a little bit less. I've got 20. So half of my deck now is 1s and 0s rather than more than half being 2s. And so like
gotcha.
I've got a little bit of defense here with the cooperation offer, but literally this is the only defense that you have. It's this and then stopping the damage pumps and referee jury, right? Like the character's not meant to play defensive. You're meant to just combo off, right? And so like instead of the cooperation offers, this could be where you wanted to put in your thing. Your disruption of the incredible, your choice. Either one works.
That's fair. I mean, they're the same block mod and everything.
Yeah. But like we have to make sure that the initial idea works, because if the initial idea doesn't work, then there's nothing there to protect.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah. So like this is not the finalized version. This is version 2 of 9. I could imagine, right? Where like as you were making,
this is like version 5 or something.
Yeah. But I do think that exam strategy is a very cool identity with this character.
Yeah, this was like water. I never killed anybody, at least consistently, and exam strategy just felt better. Like giving 5/5 to a move seems fucked up.
Yeah, it's very good. It's super good. Here is my last suggestion, and obviously I'm not going to make it. If you somehow can find a 4th canister creation, just take out the second, or take out one of the Haymakers. I think Haymaker's supposed to be a 2 of in the deck anyways, but you told me you didn't have a canister, and so I think this is fine.
The 3 of Haymaker's fine, yeah.
Yeah, 3 and 3, but I think that this is supposed to be 4, so you can just go find the thing that you want. And or I will play canister second or whatever, get rid of a committed foundation, and then build in a fresh one to do the thing you want to do. Canister builds in capture the target, which is incredible. It builds in all this all in this together. Incredible.
Builds in all the offense, which we love.
Yeah. Final thoughts?
All right. I think I'm good. I think I'll try this out and see where it goes. And then if I need to, make some purchases.
Love it. All right, buddy. Well, thank you for the patronage. I do appreciate it. This is your first deck talk, yeah?
Yeah, this is my very first one. Enjoy my $10.
Yeah, thanks, man. Stay on the line long enough for me to shoot you the list. And then what you're going to do is you're going to press the copy button here and then jump across the aisle, and you'll be able to edit the name yourself. Otherwise, you're going to have copy bow, which is
okay, cool.
What you want to name it. All right.
Probably not.
We'll see you, man. Thank you.
Later.
Peace. Okay, from here, that was the end of the video. And then I send that to you. Bingo. Dope.
Alrighty, I'll hop out. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Give you a little heart there. And good luck, man. I think I recently, I'm still sharing my screen. I made a Beauregard for Lenoco to play at the tournament that was here. And I'm going to give you a little bit of spice. You ready?
Okay.
I think this is the kill card that we were looking for.
For water?
For water.
Just in general. Oh, okay. This did, I crossed my mind while, doing the water one.
Mm-hmm.
I also might have just got sick of double jumbo fist because I played a fuck ton of Paul.
That is
And that was the only way that Paul killed. But I lost focus attack, so I just stopped caring and went, okay, I'll get back to Paul when I want to.
So you ready? 2-card combo. We go double jumbo fist into double jumbo fist. I play it. I add in the double jumbo fist. It's now 7 for 7. I commit a foundation. It's whatever for I add in the 2, and so now double jumbo fist added the stats on. Commit the foundation. This one gets +3. I move on to the second 2. If I've got the Titan Steel Knuckles, they are 5 for 7 stun 1s with my commit cost. And then at the very end, this is now being played on a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it is comes in as a 5/5. I commit a foundation to give it +2 4 damage, right? 5 damage. And so now it is
Five, yeah, so it's
5 for 10. I commit second wielder, flip a double jumbo fist in my pool to give it +3 speed, and then if they have 6 foundations because they've played the game at all, I just remove this out of my stage for the powerful 3 that's on this card. And I
might look at water again.
Yeah, second
no, I mean, that
second
seems,
wielder
like,
just gives this
insane.
thing 3/3.
Yeah, that's fair. I definitely thought about it with like Black Whip.
Yeah. Heroic Passion says that you get to draw every time that you use bow, whether it be on offense or defense. And then Refreshing Slice says that if you've got the momentum when the face downs hit you, it's good. And then here's the thing about this one, our second wielder. If I flip the 2 double jumbo fists that are in the card pool, this is now on a 6 or whatever at the end. And I just don't care about it like being the thing, because I just like play it, it's on a 6 or whatever. Or I play the acid screen and then flip these ones, and this card randomly has deflect 4, which is the defense that my character just doesn't have.
Because it's a version of Soldier.
You're cutting out just a little bit. Say that again.
Super cool. Check out.
Yeah, I will send this to you as well. I don't mind that.
Can you? No. Okay.
I cannot hear you.
Okay. I
cannot hear you.
appreciate it.
The
I
other
think
thing
my
that
internet is now trying to kill me.
I got you back. The other thing the water version gets is it gets Expression of Friendship, which says if you've got face down your card pool, your next check is +2, and it is tenacious. So if you make the Beauregard thing happen, you auto pass your next one.
Yeah.
And so like Expression of Friendship.
Yeah, this
captures
was in
the target.
my original water version of it.
Yeah. And then Shoulder Toss, and I was playing Aura Slam to build extra throws as the opener, and like not necessarily care. So Aura Slam into double jumbo fist, or you can Aura Slam at the end or whatever. But I think that this is the main kill card that is supposed to exist in the deck. Is this 3 diff at the end that wears powerful?
With, those 2 cool keywords. I don't get that on Earth.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. All right, man. Well, thanks.
All right.
Thanks again. You have a great rest of your night, okay?
You too. Have fun.
See you, buddy. All right. Chat. That might be it for me. I've got dinner sitting here staring at me. It's been staring at me for the last 2 hours. I do greatly appreciate it, though. I am a fan. Tomorrow is community game night, and somebody has a character reveal that they'll be doing live on stream. So if you're interested in hanging out and catching the stream, I'd love to whatever. I'd love to see you there. And maybe even playing against a character. Anywho, thank you all for hanging out. I do greatly appreciate it. Let me see if there's somebody on Twitch that I can raid you guys to. You'd love what? I'd love to what? Oh, play some games with you guys. Tomorrow during community game night. Snuggie is live, so I will raid them. Actually, Final Round is live. That's who I'm supposed to raid. I'm supposed to raid Final Round. They've only been live for an hour. So let me hit them with a raid. Thank you all so much. I do greatly appreciate it. We will catch you all next time. Final round game shop. Start raid. Oh, they're leaving? They're leaving? Oh no, cancel raid? Okay, hold on. They're leaving. I should go back to Snuggie. Something went wrong. Error. Popping it to Snuggie. I hope Final Round doesn't raid me. Because if they raid me, they're going to be really disappointed. Don't raid me. Alright, have a night, guys.